Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carter's warning: Ridge uses a nasty little B-word to call Hope. According to Tuesday, December 10th spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke Logan informed Hope Logan that Carter Walton was wrong to submit those LLC documents. Brooke prophesied that Carter and Hope would end up at the epicenter of the impending battle. Brooke remained hopeful that Carter might not carry out the coup since she had not heard from Ridge Forrester. Despite acknowledging Hope's annoyance with Steffi Forrester's, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, treatment of her, Brooke maintained that two wrongs did not equal a right. Hope had bad news since she wasn't going to comply with Brooke's request to step aside after Carter put everything on the line. Hope didn't think Carter should give up, and she didn't think she should either. Hope claimed that this takeover was taking place, and she promised to support Carter at every turn. Hope made the decision to accompany Brooke since she wanted to go see what was going on at the business. Ridge told Carter at Forrester Creations that they could all pretend this never occurred if he dropped this now. Ridge pretended that they could keep things wrapped up in litigation while Carter resisted giving up and extolled his audacious plan for the new Forrester Creations. Eric Forrester furiously questioned his role in all of this after Carter stated that Ridge could continue as a designer and Steffi could assist with day-to-day operations. Carter exaggerated how important Eric was as the company's founder, but Eric, Steffi, and Ridge were furious that he was attempting to make decisions now. On Tuesday's B&B episode, Hope and Brooke got in Ridge's way before he could storm out. Brooke attempted to silence Ridge as he confronted Hope about her manipulation of Carter. Carter cautioned Ridge to never again speak to Hope in such a manner after he persisted in calling her a nasty little bitch. She continued her visit to Bill Spencer's jailhouse with Luna Nozawa, encouraging him to realize how similar they were. Bill maintained that he had never killed anyone, but Luna reassured him that she had no intention of doing so either. Luna believed that Bill would be the best person to comprehend what motivated her to take such drastic measures. Luna shared her heartbreaking narrative about growing up with Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, drugs, random guys, and many moves, even though she claimed she wasn't attempting to justify anything. As Bill noted, many people overcome their horrible childhood experiences. Luna remarked that perhaps she could have made a better decision if she had possessed Bill's strength. Bill admitted that Luna was doing well at her profession, having a loving boyfriend, and seeing him as her father figure, but all of that was in jeopardy. Although Luna claimed to have snapped, she felt that perhaps Bill didn't despise her as much as everyone else did. The guard announced that their time was over after Luna proposed that they assist one another. Luna urged Bill to come back because she needed him and pleaded with him not to give up on her as they were carried away. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Bill and Luna should exercise caution because they are both unreliable. Ridge attacks Hope and Carter. Close. Hope was informed by Brooke at the cabin that Carter's actions constituted outright mutiny. Hope believed that everyone would change their ways eventually. Brooke informed her that Ridge and Steffi were coerced into signing the documents in bad faith and were unaware that they were leaving the company. Brooke was concerned that Carter's activities would make Forrester a battlefield, with Hope and Carter as its epicenter. How is it possible for an honest man like Carter to look Ridge, Steffi, and Eric in the eye, then tear their companionship away and live with himself? Brooke inquired. Brooke assumed that Carter didn't follow through because she didn't get a message from Ridge. There are other ways to push back and still do the right thing, she reprimanded Hope. How? By letting Forrester be run by the Forresters? Hope questioned sharply. Although Brooke was aware that Hope was humiliated by her dismissal, she claimed that this was an outright attack and that she wasn't resisting them. Hope reiterated that Carter was doing this for Brooke, Katie, Donna, and all of the Logans, not just for herself. She declared her love for him. Hope stated, he may not have approached it in the best way possible, but he is not and should not back down. Admire Days, B&B, General Hospital, or other soap operas? Participate in the discussion on our SC boards. To interact with fans and start a conversation right away, click here. According to Hope, they wouldn't be in their current situation if Steffi hadn't overreacted. She believed that by confronting them, Carter was shown courage. Hope was portraying Ridge, Steffi, and Eric as the enemy when, in reality, they were the ones being attacked, which infuriated Brooke. Hope lost her temper after accusing them of being unprofessional. Brooke wishes Hope had approached her sooner so they could discuss their thoughts. When Hope heard her and Carter talking about the coup, she clapped back, saying she wished Brooke had come to her. Hope was informed by Brooke that although she had listened to her explanation, she still disagreed with it. The best way to address your concerns is not through a hostile takeover, Brooke continued. Hope assured her mother that she would support Carter through the entire takeover process. Hope continued to talk about how amazing Carter was and how they would be partners who would always be strong together, even though she knew Brooke was disappointed in her. For Carter's sake, Hope wanted to accompany Brooke to Forrester so she could witness what was going on. Since he had never killed anyone, Bill questioned how Luna could believe the two of them were alike when he was incarcerated. Luna vowed she had no intention of doing so and had no idea who that individual was. Bill concurred that she wasn't the kind young lady he had accepted as his daughter. Luna sobbed, "This is the worst time of my life, and that was the happiest." She said that she was imprisoned and separated from all of her loved ones. Luna felt that if anybody could comprehend why she went to such lengths, it was Bill, even though she knew she had no right to seek for his forgiveness or understanding. Bill mentioned that Luna had shared with him the details of her extremely traumatic upbringing and was aware of the effects it had on her. Luna kept bringing up Poppy's endless run of men and drugs with Bill. According to Bill, many people overcome their horrible childhood experiences. She had a wonderful career, a partner who loved her, and a father who was pleased to call her his daughter, so he said she was on her way. Although Luna felt that Bill didn't, she believed that everyone should despise her for what she had done. Although Luna admitted that she couldn't accept what had happened, Bill believed that Poppy wouldn't despise her. Luna stated she hoped Bill could help her because she was lost. Bill was at a loss for words. Luna claimed to be able to see the anguish they both felt in his eyes. "Perhaps we could support one another," Luna said. Bill was forced to depart when the buzzer sounded. Luna pleaded with him not to give up on her as they were taking her away. Luna screamed, "Please, Bill, I need you." Ridge assured Carter that he, Eric, and Steffi would find a way to go on if he dropped the coup now. He advised Carter to seize the opportunity, warning him that it was his last. Steffi and Eric concurred. They assured Carter that if he reverted the LLC documents, they would proceed. Ridge reminded Carter that he didn't want a conflict and that the company couldn't do anything if it was sued. Carter remarked, "You know how much I care about you, Ridge, and it says a lot that you're offering this olive branch." He expressed his affection for the business and his desire for it to develop into a place where everyone is treated with dignity. "I think it's good to have huge dreams. This is what I'm doing for us." Carter clarified, "I want the company to go forward where everyone feels respected." He claimed to be being brave and believed that bravery should be rewarded. "That's the business I lead and am formally responsible for," Carter stated, the new Forrester creations. Eric told Carter that he was the epitome of conceit. He reminded him that although he started the business, it was they who made it into what it is today. Carter had no idea what it took to run Forrester, he added. In response to Carter's question, Justin said that everything was in order. Although he apologized, Carter was right. "Are you sorry?" "You're apologizing for him stealing the business?" Ridge questioned incredulously. According to Carter, he was not stealing anything. They should believe him when he said that Forrester will come out stronger than before. Carter maintained that he wasn't driving anyone out and that it wasn't a power grab. "You can still design, Ridge," Carter remarked. "Oh, I can?" "Carter, thank you. You and Hope are in command." "What?" Ridge made fun of it. Carter stated that he would depend on Steffi's input to manage the day-to-day operations, as they had been doing, while Hope would be occupied with re-establishing her line. With a raised hand, Eric said, "How about me? Is there anything I can do?" Carter assured him that nothing would alter the reality that he was and would always be the founder. As Forrester's supreme authority, Ridge informed Carter that he would not follow him. "Ridge, you have to accept this," Carter said to him. They questioned Carter about how he may harm Eric in particular. According to Carter, it wasn't personal. If he was doing this for Hope, they questioned how he could say that. They all laughed when Carter said that it was partly because he believed the organization was dysfunctional. According to Carter, the business required an unbiased person to help it get back on track. They drew attention to the fact that he was making every effort to win Hope over, despite his claims that everything was objective and just business. Hope and Brooke arrived outside the office door and heard shouting coming from the other side. Ridge thought their friendship was over, while Carter insisted they were still friends. He warned Carter that everything he was doing was beneath him and that Ridge would not stop him from sacrificing his life if he so desired. When Ridge opened the door after stomping out of the office, he spotted Hope and Brooke. He growled, "There she is, the magnificent Hope Logan. Are you pleased? Are you pleased with the way you handled Forrester Creations? Are you pleased with controlling Carter?" Brooke warned him against using such language around her daughter. "You are aware of who you are? What a horrible little bitch you are." Ridge was furious with Hope. Hope pouted and Brooke gave her a scowl. Carter insisted that Ridge never again address Hope in such a manner. Bill's logic, Hope and Brooke eavesdrop, Luna begs. The bold and the beautiful recap for Tuesday, December 10, 2024 is finally up. Check out Luna begs, Bill's logic, Hope, and Brooke eavesdrop. Luna Nozawa begs Bill Spencer in today's episode. Highlights of the bold and the beautiful recap. Bill is paying Luna a visit, but he hasn't yet succumbed to her machinations. Additionally, Brooke Logan and Hope Logan listen in at Forrester Creations. Recap of the bold and the beautiful, Brooke Logan's letdown. According to the B&B recap for Tuesday, December 10, Hope and Brooke are still debating Carter Walton's intentions at the cabin. Brooke finds it hard to comprehend how Carter is able to see Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., in the eyes once more. Brooke looks at her phone. Must read, The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, the rival company's creation follows Forrester Creations' battle? The coup must have been put down because there are no messages. Hope is informed by Brooke that 2 wrongs do not equal 1 right. Hope claims that she and Carter were only defending their own interests. According to Brooke, it was more akin to a full-scale attack. Hope asserts that she cannot back down now that Carter has put everything on the line for her. Hope asserts that Carter cannot and will not give up. Rather than rushing to Ridge, Hope wishes Brooke had approached her first. Although Brooke is relieved that Hope has a guy who supports her, she is still worried about the coup. Hope and Brooke feel they've had enough waiting. Forrester Creations is where they are heading. Ridge Forrester's olive branch, B&B spoilers. Ridge informs Carter at Forrester Creations that a lot of people have been let down by the takeover. Ridge is giving Carter a final opportunity to act morally. Ridge thinks they might be able to forgive and go on. Eric Forrester and Steffi agree with this. They don't want to be involved in a lot of legal disputes. The recurring olive branches are appreciated by Carter. Carter, though, is determined to realize his aspirations. Carter maintains that he is acting in the company's best interests. Once more, Justin Barber, Aaron D. Spears, affirms that everything is lawful. Recap of the bold and the beautiful, Carter Walton's demand. Carter claims to be doing what is best, according to the bold and the beautiful recap. Eric is enraged. I'm not pushing them out, Carter explains. While he and Hope manage Forrester Creations, they are welcome to remain and work. Ridge is furious. According to Carter, Ridge has no other option. Carter describes the business as dysfunctional. While the argument goes on, Hope and Brooke peek through the door. Hope is abused by Ridge and Steffi until Carter eventually departs. In the corridor, Carter bumps into Hope and Brooke as the power struggles at Forrester Creations have escalated recently, and Carter Walton's newfound position has generated a lot of conjecture. Was he truly capable of making the startling decision to fire Ridge and Steffi Forrester? The idea isn't as unlikely as it might seem as tensions rise and alliances change. Once a faithful COO and confidant to the Forresters, Carter Walton is now in the epicenter of the controversy. His quick ascent has been driven by audacious choices, covert partnerships, and a readiness to transcend the conventional bounds of allegiance. Carter has the power to make significant changes at Forrester Creations now that his position is firmly established. The founders of Forrester Creations, Ridge and Steffi, have always carefully guarded their heritage. But there is now a rift as a result of their recent arguments with Carter about his connections and managerial style, especially his relationship with Hope Logan. Carter can contend that the corporation is unstable as a result of Ridge and Steffi's overly sentimental leadership. Carter can try to get the board and other stakeholders to back his decision by portraying it as a business decision rather than a personal grudge. There would be severe repercussions if Carter were to fire Ridge and Steffi. Chaos would engulf the Forrester household. Eric would probably view this as the ultimate betrayal, as he already finds it difficult to settle disputes amongst family members. Hope and Brooke could have to choose between their relationships with Ridge and Steffi and their allegiance to Carter. The family legacy has always been the foundation of Forrester Creations' success. A backlash from staff members, customers, and the fashion industry could result from the removal of two of its most well-known figures. To avoid a mass exodus or a decline in business, Carter would require a well-thought-out plan. Such a move is not something Ridge and Steffi would take lightly. They would probably take legal action, enlist the help of devoted board members, or even think about launching a competing business. Their reaction might spark a sour and well-publicized argument. Carter may conclude that firing Ridge and Steffi would cause more harm than good as the tension increases. Alternatively, he should advocate for reforms that curtail their authority without completely eliminating it. Ridge and Steffi might question Carter's authority in advance, which would result in a dramatic board meeting where allegiances are exposed and relationships are put to the test. Carter would require a solid staff to behind him if he were to terminate Ridge and Steffi. His plan for the business might be greatly aided by Hope, Brooke, and even outsiders like Bill Spencer. The bold and the beautiful thrives on unexpected turns, even though Carter firing Ridge and Steffi might seem like an extreme idea. Carter may be willing to test boundaries based on his growing self-assurance and risk-taking propensity. The decision would pave the way for some of the most dramatic episodes to date, regardless of whether he succeeds or fails spectacularly. Watch closely as the power battle at Forrester Creations intensifies, prompting viewers to question whether Carter will have the courage to make such a daring choice. Or will Steffi and Ridge outsmart him before he has a chance? Ridge Forrester's rage isn't showing any signs of abating, and tensions at Forrester Creations are at an all-time high. A volcanic outburst is set off when Ridge discovers Hope Logan and her mother, Brooke, listening in on a private chat during a heated confrontation. Wide-ranging repercussions could result from this heated altercation, particularly if Ridge focuses on Hope and accuses her of being the cause of the business's recent problems. During a contentious strategy discussion regarding the aftermath of Carter Walton's takeover, Ridge finds Hope and Brooke hiding close to the office door. Their appearance is the last straw in an already tense situation. Ridge barges out and demands explanations. Ridge turns his rage on Hope and yells, "You're nasty. This whole mess is because of you." This claim implies that Ridge holds Hope responsible for starting the mayhem at Forrester Creations, maybe because of her tense relationship with Steffi and her tight relationship with Carter. With the claim that Hope's motives have been misinterpreted, Brooke leaps to her daughter's rescue right away. She denies any behind-the-scenes plotting and notes that Hope has been concentrated on Hope for the future's success. Ridge, however, doesn't believe it. Instead of flinching, Hope doesn't back down. She responds, "If anyone is responsible for this mess, it's the Forrester ego impeding progress." The dispute is only made more heated by Hope's refusal to take Ridge's blame. Ridge is upset with Hope for a number of reasons. Hope and Carter have developed a closer working connection, and Ridge believes that Hope is helping Carter gain power. Ridge believes Hope has conspired to undermine the power of the Forrester family. Ridge's long-standing hostility for the Logans exacerbates the situation, particularly in light of their power over the business. Hope's activities represent a danger to the Forrester family's legacy, according to Ridge. The rivalry between Hope and Steffi has long been a source of pain. Ridge is ready to oppose Hope in any dispute because of his protective tendencies for his daughter Steffi. The situation is made more difficult by Brooke's involvement. She is caught between wanting to keep Hope safe and being faithful to Ridge. Ridge's belief that the Logans are plotting against the Forresters is only strengthened by her being at the scene of the eavesdropping, despite her attempts to defuse the situation. The backdrop for yet another confrontation is established by Brooke and Ridge's past, which is characterized by fervent reconciliations and acrimonious arguments. Will Brooke be able to mend the divide, or will this incident drive them farther apart? This conflict could have repercussions for the Forrester family as well as the business. Hope's reputation at Forrester Creations may suffer as a result of Ridge's public accusation. This might be used as leverage by Steffi, who is already at odds with Hope, to force her opponent out of the business. The developing distance between Hope and Ridge may deepen as a result of Brooke's choice to stand up for her. Although their marriage has endured many hardships, this most recent argument may put their relationship to the last test. Carter may become even more isolated as a result of his activities, which have sparked a lot of the present instability. Carter may have to reconsider his friendships, especially his cooperation with Hope, when Ridge's anger erupts. The stage is set for greater drama with this spectacular moment. Will Hope reveal his own mistakes in response to Ridge's accusations? Could a deeper division within the family result from Brooke's attempt to mediate? And what is Steffi going to do to take advantage of this? One thing is for sure, Forrester Creations is in for another round of spectacular fireworks, despite egos colliding and family bonds breaking down.